So guys, I think I can speak for everyone when I say this, but the amount of menus in Destiny Rising can be a bit much. So today I'm here with a video going over what all the menus are, just to help you guys navigate through Destiny Rising. So let's not waste any more time and just jump straight in with the first two menus, which can be accessed via the top of your screen. If you click on your name here, you'll see that you can have your account preview, which basically just allows you to preview your full-on account. And if you hit the settings icon here, you can actually change your name, change emblem, title, display settings, and privacy settings. So if you want to change up your emblem or see what emblems you can unlock through doing different things in the game, you can do that, and you can click on the different emblems and see where you can actually get them from. You then have a stats screen here, which I'm guessing just previews how many things you've done in the game in regards to the different main game modes. Then you have archives, which will allow you to preview all of the currently available characters, including the ones you do not have. Here you can view their main abilities and what weapons they have, their relic abilities, and their talent trees, so you can see what a character does completely. Alongside that, you can also preview different weapons, including exotic and mythic rarity ones and ones you do not have yet, so you can see what weapons you might want to get in the future. And then you have two locked ones here, which I don't know what they do, obviously, because they're locked. And then you have fish, which is a record of all the fish you can and have earned. And you can also get rewards here just by collecting fish as well, which is very, very handy. Moving on, then we have cosmetics next. This is where you can preview all of your earned cosmetics, including the one weapon ornament that you got for the free register rewards. Then we can go over to triumphs here, which is a very important one. This is where you'll be able to see your different title seals and just your lifetime triumph score. On the right side here, this is where just automatic triumph completions will be, and you'll normally be coming to the screen to claim these triumphs in order to get free Lumia leaves. Lifetime is just your lifetime record of different triumphs, and by completing triumphs you are able to progress through this reward track here, which will reward you with a whole load of Lumia leaves, especially at those higher triumph score ratings, so it's definitely worth doing that. And then you also have your seals. Now these are titles that you can earn in the game through doing different things inside the main activities, including fishing, sparrow racing, shadow shaper duels, exploring Jiangxi Metro, and the Red Sea Rift once that becomes available. Next, you have your mental handbook, which doesn't seem to do anything at the moment. And then you have social, which is just a place for you to preview different achievements that you got, and you can like share them or pin them. Don't really know what this does, but it's there if you want it. Then going over and clicking on your level in this main screen will show you your current team level and the server level cap for the day. It seems that every day the level cap will be increasing, so this is a very easy way of seeing what the server level cap currently is. Then moving on to the main section of menus here, the first one is obviously events. This is where you'll be able to get a whole load of free rewards just from playing the game and doing different challenges. These will be updated regularly, so just go ahead and claim any rewards that you get from these events. And then you also have other events here that are basically like go and follow the main accounts on social media and stuff for the game. So very nice events tab there. Then you have the draws tab, which is one you've probably been shown already, but this is where you pull 4 different characters. And if you hit the trial button down here, at least on the Gwen banner, this is where you can actually try out every single character and get a free 10 Lumia leaves from doing so. And after you've done this, you can just go back in and try them over and over again, so there's no limit to how many times you can trial these characters, so feel free to just do as many trial runs as you would like. Alongside this, you also have your main like tutorials for characters that you have unlocked, and by acquiring newer characters you also get their trials, and by completing those you'll get more Lumia leaves. And then the final one is the training ground tutorial section, where it just guides you through how to double jump, elemental matches, finishes, and any different champion types that you'll get unlocked later in the game inside of harder difficulty content, and how to deal with those. Next, we have a locked tab here, which I don't currently have unlocked, so I can't tell you what it does. And then we have the Battle Pass tab, which is your basic Battle Pass rewards. You can complete these challenges here, which are repeatable, so you can just keep on doing Iron Bar matches if you want to constantly gain rank towards your Battle Pass. And then you also have Act Quest, which seems to be just permanently available challenges that reward a lot of Battle Pass experience. Then you have the store, which has a lot of sub-menus in it. So you have your main draw home tab, where you've got a whole load of different menus, and you can immediately press Y here to go to the draw tab. But alongside that, you have featured, so there's a whole load of cosmetics here that you are able to buy as of right now, and they'll be swapped out occasionally after a couple of days have passed. Then you have your subscriptions, where you can buy a whole load of different subscription passes to get some rewards. You have your Peacemaker's Gift for less than £1, which is pretty good. You have your Founder's Bundle, which is if you become a founder, you get some unique rewards. You then have Blessings, which is another thing you can purchase to get a whole load of different currencies, as well as the Hero's Vault. Now, I just unlocked this recently as of reaching level 40, and you do get free rewards from this, but obviously there are premium rewards as well. Then you have your bundles here, which you unlock as you play through the game, but these require silver to purchase, and will just give you a whole load of rewards, and you can continuously unlock these up to chapter 5.1. Following that, you then have the silver shop, where you can trade in silver for different rewards, as well as the Lumia Leaves shop, which is where you can transfer your Lumia Leaves into the different Bon Voyage charms if you want to. Then you have cosmetics here, which is where you can preview all of the currently offering skins for the 5-star characters in the game. You then have decal appearance, which is where you can get these decal packets, which are basically just sprays you can put on top of characters. Then you have your weapon cosmetics, which are shaders for different weapons. Other cosmetics, which are your ghosts, which you can purchase for draws or with silver. And then you have the Bright Dust store, which Bright Dust is an earnable currency you'll get from doing things like sparrow racing and doing other challenges. And here you can get transman effects, ghost shells, sparrows, and even emotes. And sparrows themselves do have different stats, although these stats do not take into effect when playing sparrow racing. The maps themselves actually have set stats that each sparrow will have during that race. And then you have silver, where you can purchase all of your wanted silver at different price ranges. Then if we go over to exchange, this is where you can exchange different items for other items. So you have your shifting gates. You'll be earning this material from just playing shifting gates, and here you can change it in for pulls, shadow shaper cards, and different materials, and even higher tier weapons eventually, and character level up materials. Then you have battle pass rewards, so you can trade in battle pass tokens in order to get certain battle pass rewards. Then you have your exotic shop, where you can also purchase like exotic weapons from the battle pass with those battle pass tokens. Then you have your packs page here, which is where you can trade in all of your clan earned tokens to get different rewards from there, or you can do it actually within the clan housing area. Then you have the Fortuna tab, which is where you'll be spending the currencies earned through getting duplicate characters on either more pulls, characters you don't have, or character talent upgrade materials. Then you have Fortuna Dust, which is the same thing, just for different materials. Then you have your fishing tab, which is where you can buy stuff for different fishing tokens, which you can get from just doing fishing and selling your fish. You can buy baits and a whole load of other items, fishing rods as well. Then you have item exchange, where you can exchange for shaders and different baits and level up items. And then finally you have the artifacts tab, which is where you can actually just buy bundles of artifacts at your current level. So I'm going to buy this basic 40 pack right here, and it gives me a whole set of level 40 artifacts for only 3,000 glimmer. So that's very much worth doing, especially early on in the game. So be checking this tab so that you can always be up to date on what artifacts you have equipped, just for easy progression. Then going back, you then have your character tab, which is where you can preview all of your available characters, their relic abilities, artifacts, talent trees, and lore. With this lore tab, you'll actually get rewards from just playing as the characters, so be sure to check back at this screen so you can get some free rewards. Then you have appearance, which is where you can customize anything about your character, from currently equipped to loadouts you can set up, to even equipping your different sparrows and seeing what sparrows are possibly available. You can also see here the difference between the different sparrows and their stats, but once again, these sparrow stats do not take into effect inside of Sparrow Racing League. Here you can also change your transmat effect, your equipped ghost, relic skins, and also your basic character skins as well. So it's all very handy there, alongside character emotes as well as text emotes as well. Then we have rankings, which is where you can see the active leaderboards for different modes, be it the Expanse, Calamity Ops, Gauntlet, Onslaught, and Shifting Gates. Then we have inventory, which is your main inventory screen that houses all of your different currencies and items, including engrams, which work very differently here inside of Destiny Rising, and instead of being random like they are in Destiny 2, will actually allow you to just choose what reward you want. So if your weapons are lagging behind a little bit, this is a great way to just get some free boosts there on the specific characters that you are actually playing as. Alongside this, you can preview all of your relics, different currency items, and even sell fish as well, which is very much worth doing to get some free fishing token currency. Then we have the synthesize tab here, which is where you can trade in your different mythic weapon parameter and exotic weapon parameters in order to get different exotic weapons from different game modes, be it the adventure game mode, strikes, or gauntlet blitz. Then you have exotic catalysts for the weapons. So for these, you're going to need contextual data sets. And once you have enough, you can actually acquire different catalysts for each of the different exotic weapons. And then finally, you can transfer your lower quality character upgrade materials into higher quality ones later on, once those lower quality ones become useless for certain characters. Moving on next, we then have your pack screen, which is where you can interact with everything for your clan without you needing to even go to your wolf den. So you have your SPI drill here, which is where you can just claim your free clan tokens. You then have the practice range, which is a place you can go to once you get your clan to level 2 to practice builds and damage and stuff. Then you have your pack hunt screen, which will allow you to access the pack hunt table wherever you are and also claim rewards and stuff. And then you also just have your hangar, which is where you can upgrade your hangar as well once you get to the certain ranks required for that. Alongside this, you can also see your personal challenges. You can see all the different members in your clan and the applications for it, and the challenges for your clan as well. This will be a reward track again for completing just stuff in the game. You'll be helping out your clan level up and get yourself some free rewards. Then you have your main settings, which is where you can customize all of the settings in the game. And then finally, we have even more tabs. Fireteam is where you can access Fireteam Finder and just manage who's in your Fireteam. Mail is something you should be checking because there's going to be like surveys and stuff that you can get, especially if you are on the EU servers because they were taken offline for a little bit. So there is a technical difficulties compensation reward waiting for you there. Then you have your friends list, and you have the mind tab, which I don't really think does anything really apart from just like reward you from exploring different stuff and unlocking different characters and all that jazz. So nothing really too important there. Then you have photo, so you can take a photo if you want to, which is very, very nice. Next, you have the map screen, which is where you can access Haven, Jiangxi Metro, and the Red Sea Rift once it becomes available. So you can go here to all these different places, and you can also find on these maps the different points of interest and stuff. So let's say that I want to find the points of interest inside of the ice fields. I want to find the Golden Age Legacy chests. Just by pressing on it, it will then mark all of those chests on the map for you, so you can just easily go and find those to get some free rewards. Same thing goes for the Haven map. Here you can go to the bonfire, which is just a little place for you to explore. You can easily access Realm of the Nine and go to your wolf den from here and the practice range, as well as find any vendor in the game that you are looking to find within the Haven map. Next, we then have quests, which is where you can navigate and find all of your main story quests, character quests, and side quests. Then we have notices here, which is just like in-game updates, which will be very good for you to read through in case any major updates come out. Then we have tutorials, which is just basic things that you'll be learning throughout your gameplay experience, and by interacting with this tab, you'll be getting some free Bright Dust whenever you run into a new tutorial. And then finally, we have downloads, which is where you'll be able to download stuff from the game, and just from doing this, you'll get some free rewards as well. And then moving over to the right side of the screen, we of course have chapters. This is the main story that you'll be on and has a set list of objectives, as well as training grounds, which is another easy way of accessing that. Then you have activities here at the bottom, which is where you'll be spending your pinnacle power. Here you can find literally every kind of activity inside of the game. You have your shifting gates, which is the better version of Gambit. You have adventure, where you can find all of your main ops playlist from Haven Ops, Realm of the Nine, Gauntlet Ops, Morgan's Prey, Legacy, Legendary Campaign, and Challenge modes. Finally, you have the casual playlist, which will introduce more fun modes like Iron Bar, which is PvP, Sparrow Racing, which is Sparrow Racing, Shadow Shaper Duels, which is the Drifter themed card game, and then fishing. And then at the bottom here, you just have recommended ops playlists for you to go and do to unlock different currencies and rewards. And that, I believe, is every single menu explained. Hopefully you guys found this helpful and are now able to navigate the game more easily. If this video did help, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I would very much appreciate it. With that all said, once again, hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you all in the next one.